Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is gonna be a new channel for me. Today I want to talk about Mooncat and dearly departed polishes. So I have some examples in front just so I can show you kind of what to expect and just kind of talk a little bit about why not to get FOMO in case you miss out of these Mooncat polishes. Okay, so first off I have my greens. Now obviously these two aren't Mooncat, but these two are. First up, we have Best Bud. Okay, this is a dearly departed polish. I believe this was discontinued last year. So you can see it's like a lime green with those extra sparkly flakies that are like, I don't know, maybe like hunter green and lime green or teal blue. Okay, second one I have, this is Apple of My Eye. I think it was discontinued the same as Best Bud or 1 year prior. So Apple of My Eye is like a similar green, but if you see that red shift to it, really cool. And then I'm going to use these two as part of the comparisons. This is Bee's Knees Lacquer. It's Capitalism, baby. So it's really close to the Mooncat one, but has more blue, if you can see that. Okay. And then the last one, this is Pahlish Shake Your... Oh, nope, sorry. Palm Tree Punch. Okay, and I thought this would be a really nice dupe for Apple of My Eye. Okay, now I'm going to swatch these polishes so you can see what they look like on. Okay, so I'm going to start with Best Bud. Alright, so this is Best Bud on my index finger, trying not to spill the bottle. Oh, this is definitely harder than it looks. Okay, so this is Best Bud in one coat. Okay, so as you can see, this looks nothing like what it looks like in the bottle. I mean, this looks nothing like what it looks like on Mooncat's website either. Okay, and as you can see, you can barely see those flakies in there. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do is It's Capitalism, baby. This is actually gonna be done for a comparison. Oops. Alright, so It's Capitalism, baby. Just does not want to work with me today. There we go. Okay. Apologies for shaking. Okay. So this one is also sheer, but it has slightly more pigment in my eyes anyways. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And then we have Apple of My Eye. Okay, so same thing. You can see it's also sheer. It looks closer to Best Bud. But you don't have that opacity like you see in the photos. I'm trying to get it so you can see all the different shades of the pigment. And then I'm going to do the last one, which is Palm Tree Punch. Okay, I'm doing Palm Tree Punch to actually compare with Apple of My Eye. No, it's not exactly the same, but I think it's pretty dang close. Whoops. Okay. And I honestly like it better. I don't know if I even got that swatch on camera, but I'm trying it. Okay. So I'm going to try different lighting at the end, see if that makes a difference. But as you can see, it's already almost opaque. Compare to the Mooncat. Look at the Mooncat and look at the polish. You can see the underneath, well, you can see my nails still lingering underneath versus the polish. It's hardly there. Okay. So I'll be back in a second to show the next coat. Okay, so I'm back for the second coat of Best Bud. So why am I doing this? Why does this matter to me? Why is this important? I'm just tired of seeing the price gouging. Especially for dearly departed Mooncat polishes. I think it's insane. I really do. So that's 2 coats. Honestly, I can't really see a difference. Now, I understand that this is a jelly. I totally understand that. But it kind of just looks like I got green food coloring on my nails. And, like, for me, that doesn't work. That's not the look I'm going for. So this is 2 coats of Best Bud. So you can see the flakies are a little bit more apparent. Still, it doesn't quite meet my expectations. Alright, let's see if it's Capitalism Baby is gonna work with me this time. Oh, it did. And no, I'm not an expert at painting. I probably am gonna flood my cuticles. This is a challenging thing to do. Record and paint at the same time. Okay, so that's 2 coats of its Capitalism Baby. So you can already see the difference in the opacity. Yes, its Capitalism Baby is not jelly. Okay, but I'm not even quite happy with that. Alright, apple of my eyes up now. Okay, that's gonna be my ring. Oh, that's messy. Okay. So you can see maybe a slight difference in apple of my eye. It's better than Best Bud. So not all quite there. And palm tree punch on my pinky. Okay, and that's palm tree punch. So now you see it's starting to look closer to apple of my eye. Okay, now why did I pick palm tree punch? Okay, so you can see the flakies. You can see the shimmer. Now it's not quite red, it's more of a gold shimmer. But I think it's pretty comparable. And I think I paid $8, $10 on Mercari for it. Versus that is not the price I paid for apple of my eye. Okay, so that's 2 coats of each. Okay, so while we're waiting for them to dry, I've noticed that Mooncat's dearly departed polishes are just going for insane amounts. I've seen apple of my eye for anywhere from, I think cheapest I've seen is maybe $25, all the way up to $100 for a bottle of polish. Okay, why I don't think this is worth it. I think there's something wrong, especially with this formula and the opacity. It's just not quite there for me. I would not pay $100 for this bottle. I didn't, but I wouldn't. And I feel like because people have this fear of FOMO, they're willing to pay more and more for these different bottles of polish, especially from Mooncat. I've seen people post collection pictures where they have over 200 bottles of nail polish. Yes, That's great. I think that's wonderful. I love the colors in your collection. But is it worth that price that you paid in the end? I mean, we're talking, I would say at least $2,000 right there in nail polish. At least. But for a lot of these polishes, they don't sell for $10 a pop. And that's where I think the problem lies. So this is Best Bud. Best Bud was part of the jelly collection. This collection got a lot of hype, especially, what was it? Magic Mushroom. I have Magic Mushroom. And Flying Submarine. Those are the orange and the yellow. So this is Best Bud. This is the green. The green got a lot of hype as well. And I've seen it selling anywhere from $25 to $50 recently. But is it worth it? If you like jelly polish, yes. I mean, I think Cirque does colors very similar to this too, though. You could probably get something cheaper. See, my whole thing is, there's so many options out there now. You don't just have Mooncat anymore. Mooncat is not the only company that's doing creative things with nail polish. We have Pahlish here that has flakies and shimmer, different color shimmer, in a bottle of polish. And that's what 2 coats looks like. I get it, it's not very clear. Sorry. But honestly, I prefer this over Apple of my eye. If I would do it again, I would not purchase this. I just wouldn't do it. It's not worth it to me. It's just not. And then that round of polishes that I had in the back here, these guys. Sorry, you're gonna hear them clack. These guys. Okay, these guys are Mooncat's Magnetics. I have one about to be discontinued. I have an old bottle of a popular one. I have discontinued limited edition. And I have the Star Wars collection, another limited edition still in stock. And I want to show you the difference in these magnetics. And so, like, what is this? Smokescreen is about to be discontinued. Okay? It's a magnetic polish. But does it look like the photos that they have posted? If you're expecting those photos, yeah, you're not about to get that. All right, let me pause for a second, get ready for the third coat of my greens, and then we'll show you magnetics. Okay, and now my phone is beginning to overheat, so I think we'll pause for magnetics, but I'm going to finish the greens. So, I'm going to do a third coat of Best Bud, just to show you where you can probably get it to. Honestly, I don't see much a difference. Again, that's about it for opacity. Okay, and then instead of doing It's Capitalism, baby, I'm gonna layer it. Why? So that I can show you the different kinds of combinations that you can make to make this polish better. If you have it, more usable, user-friendly. Okay, so that's Best Bud over It's Capitalism, baby. Now, I'm way more likely to use that because of the opacity, because of the fact that you can actually see the flakes now. There's a huge difference. It's not a grungy greenish yellow that looks like I dipped my finger in food coloring and it accidentally got stained. Now it looks like this was done on purpose. This is kind of the color that I wanted Apple of my eye to be, especially with those flakies. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is a color I can stand behind. Okay, and that's the only reason I'm going to be keeping Best Bud and It's Capitalism, baby, is to literally do that combination. Is both of them by themselves, I don't really care for them. But together, it's a different story. And then we're gonna do 3 coats of Apple of My Eye. Just to see what we can get it to. I think it's actually working with me today, which is ironic. The day that I tried to do it, it was very patchy and thick and goopy and just not working at all. But today, it worked. Okay, so that is Apple of My Eye. Okay. And then Palm Tree Punch. So if you see it in this shot, you can see how close Palm Tree Punch and Apple of My Eye actually are. Okay, obviously Best Bud is not even close. It's Capitalism Baby with Best Bud on top is still not close. But those two are so similar. Like, why would I need to spend $50 on a bottle of polish? You don't. So don't. Please don't. Don't fall a victim to FOMO, as I have done. Because I don't think it's worth it. Now, after this, honestly, I may end up keeping Apple in my eye. But the only reason it worked for this is because I did extremely thick coats. And that's 3 coats. I don't have time necessarily to do 3 coats of nail polish on my nails every single day. See, look at that. Look at that. Best Bud in it. It's Capitalism, baby. Oh, look at that flake right there. There. I love it. But see, by doing this, by layering polishes, you can actually see the flakies in Best Bud. Because Best Bud alone, you can't really see those flakies. But on its Capitalism, baby, yeah, there you go. You can see them. But do you need this? No. Definitely not. I would say check out different nail polish shops. Check out different brands. Don't fall a victim to this Mooncat FOMO. Okay, Mooncat is a brand. It's not a person. There's a creator. She is a person. But the brand itself is not a person. The brand itself does not have feelings. The brand itself does not care that people are spending incredible amounts for polishes. Okay? So please, don't fall victim to this. Remember, you have options. Yeah, there's a fill line on this. And you have a lot of options. This Palm Tree Punch is actually for the Love of Polish. It's from the For the Love of Polish box. I don't even know what year this one's from. I got it from Mercari. I think it was like $8. And I was looking for the green. There. Ugh. All the ships in this one. Okay, so that's going to be the end of my first video. So let's go over it one more time. So we have Best Bud. And I feel like this is what the swatches on Mooncat's website look like. They look like this. You cannot get it to this. Maybe if you use half the bottle, but realistically, you cannot get opacity to this to look like this. It's going to look like this weird yellow green. And you're going to barely be able to see those flakies. Okay? So this middle finger, it's Capitalism, baby. And I threw a coat of Best Bud over it to see how you can layer it to make it work if you have Best Bud. Or it's Capitalism, baby. But you don't need either, really. You can get something pretty close to this, like I said. Palm Tree Punch. And then Apple of My Eye. Which, I mean, you can still see through my nail. It's not full opacity. And last but not least, Palm Tree Punch. In Palm Tree Punch, I wasn't going to waste time putting on a third coat just because I wouldn't wear it in 3 coats personally. I would use it in 2. I think it's opaque enough in 2 coats. Alright, so if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I will be back for part 2 for my lovely magnetics, which will be, they're actually over there right now, but I'll bring them in for part 2. Thank you all. Have a great day.